Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the temperature, as EA Sports welcomes you to GEHA Field at venerable Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Evans will look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Evans. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Evans. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and goal, Evans will get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion right is Watkins. A first carry for Najee Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Down right around the 25. Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rashad White. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 21-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Opting to run again here with White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it, and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 36. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Escaping the pressure right, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to be double covered. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Evans on 3rd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw. Evans. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 2nd and 10, Evans. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game is part of the game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Now Evans on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
To throw again on second down. Evans. He completes it right side to White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's Evans from the gun on third down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. In motion, the tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Evans now, throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Let's go. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and a couple, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones to throw on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Back to throw is Evans. Throwing on first down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Evans dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Evans throwing to start the drive. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And
every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Jones going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They're going to try and throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. Jones on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now here is another interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Throwing to start the drive. Evans. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. From the 24, Jones finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Jones looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Evans. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Evans. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I'm going to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Evans over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Evans will look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Okay, ready?
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Moore, the man in motion. Now Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Moore, the man in motion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.